Now, the World Skills South Africa National Competition, Conference and Career Festival 2026 is taking place from March the 8th until the 12th this year at the Albert Luthuli International Convention Center and Exhibition Center in Durban. Now, the event features over 213 talented students from across the country competing in 27 skills areas to showcase technical expertise, with winners advancing to the international competition in Shanghai in September 2026. Now, the event is hosted by the Department of Higher Education and Training. And for more on this year's event, let's speak now to SABC News reporter Nonjabulo Mntungwa-Makamu. Nonjabulo, it's over to you again, because I'm very excited to learn more about the various facilities and, the skill sets that these learners will be, or students, I should say, will be participating in.
Well, yes, certainly, Sakina. We are still here at the Durban ICC, and of course, there's about 27 skills that these learners are going to be competing in. They're going to be showcasing their talent in terms of how best they can actually demonstrate the work. But I think one of the most important things, especially for the Department of Higher Education and Training, is to ensure that they create the next generation of young people who are skilled in artisans, especially by the year 2030. That is the goal that they have set up for themselves, and also it's part of the international goal. But where we are currently, Sakina, we're actually in one of the rooms here at the ICC. This is where the conference is going to be taking place. In no time, this room will be packed by policymakers, delegates, as well as young people who are going to be having a dialogue discussing on how can they actually level up South Africa to the next level when it comes to improving job skills, as well as creating opportunities for young people. But just to speak to us more, Sakina, about the World Skills Initiative, it is the Acting Deputy Director General for Skills Development, Mr. David Mabusela. Mr. Mabusela, sir, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to speak to you. It is that time of the year once again. Young people are going to be showcasing these skills. But let's just speak about the World Skills Initiative. How has the department been able, to close that gap in addressing the issues of skills in this country?
Thank you very much. Maybe to start by saying it's quite correct what you narrated on, to say it's a broader skills development agenda within the TVET sector. Now, with respect to your question, this is about the fifth chapter now at national competition, and obviously what we seek to achieve is to explore new skills development as they relate to our economy as well as the international economy. Now, we started yesterday the formalities, thanks to our minister, Mr. Buti Manamela, the two deputy ministers, Dr. Nomusa Dube, Dr. Gondo, as well as our Director General. They've been supportive, actually, with respect to attempts and efforts to transform and reform the TVET sector generally.
Now, Mr. Mabusela, just paint us a picture on some of these 27 skills that they are going to be showcased here.
Yeah, it's a broad spectrum of skills. They start from soft skills to IT skills around cooking, civil engineering skills. I don't want to go to each one of them, but generally they relate to civil engineering, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering skills, IT skills, as well as business skills, and so forth, digital skills, new energy skills. Those are the skills that will be displayed there by our competitors, 27 of them.
And of course, the second leg of this event, it is going to be a conference where we're going to be seeing policymakers coming here. What are you hoping to achieve, especially in this dialogue?
The current administration, the agenda that it holds for the higher education and training sector, it is transformation and reform of the TVET sector generally. For this particular engagement today, the conference will look at the TVET in particular, the TVET sector. How do we then explore new policies within the TVET sector, and how do we then based on those policies, apply them in the sense that they address the issue of unemployment that is facing our youth. As you would know, that the agenda is basically to invert the pyramid, where most of our students, as you would know, they still currently prefer universities. That's why sometimes we have so much stampedes there. Whereas growing economies internationally, they are largely founded on skills that are developed at TVET colleges. So the transformation agenda, it is about that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mabusela. Well, Sakina, that is the Acting Deputy Director General for Skills Development, Mr. David Mabusela. It's back to you in studio.
Thank you so much, Nonjabulo, and it promises to be quite exciting there over the next few days. And Nonjabulo Mntungwa-Makamu out at the ICC in Durban for us.